So before we start a quick information, so here you can see that in our directory in our project, so I have this .bs code folder where I have some settings for our PS code. So these settings are for ESLint and Prettier. So in this project I already installed all the packages and all the setup for ESLint and Prettier. So keep this file in your root directory, means like the way it is right now, as you can see. So if you get the starter files, it will be already here. You do not need to order anything. All you need to do is actually you need to make sure that ESLint and Prettier extension, these two extension needs to be enabled. So install those if you do not have those. So install those and enable those, and after that those two extension will work with the settings that I have here. So if you are facing any kind of ESLint related errors, it should fix it and it will work fine. So make sure that your settings.json is inside the BS code folder, which is in the root directory, and you have these two extension. So that's all. So right now, as you can see that we do not have any kind of schema, so that's why we can see the empty schema here. So let's create some schema in our studio folder. So in our studio folder you can see this folder schemas. Inside that we have schema.js. In this file you will see these boilerplate codes. So and also this other code, as you can see that inside this studio folder I did not write any of these. So this is generated by the Sanity. So whenever you will write Sanity init, whenever you will actually initialize the Sanity studio by this command sanity init, so it will actually create all these files for you. So all you need to do is you need to actually create schemas for your project. So let's actually do that. Right now we do not have any kind of schema, we just have the default schema, but we can create our custom schema from this file. So here first of all let's create our blog schema. So let's create a new folder inside this schema and let's name it document. So inside this documents folder let's create our first schema, which is the blog.js. So this will be our first schema. So to create a schema, all we need to do is actually we need to export default an object. So this object will have some properties, so let's actually create those. So first of all we need to actually give it a title. So let's say that the title, not this one, so title. So this title will be the visible name in our schema, so we will see it in the our Sanity studio. So let's actually give it a human readable name. So let's say that blog post, and also beside that we need to create another property, which is the name. So let's say that this will be for our you can say this will be the ID of this schema. Whenever we will reference it in other place, we will actually use this name, but we will not see this in our Sanity studio. So this will be for our internal use. So after that let's go to our type. So this will be a type of document. So document. So after that we have the icon. So let's actually give it an icon. I will give it so we can first of all let's import that. So import GI notebook. So from we already have the React icons in this project, so we can actually import this icon from React icon, and after that we can directly use it. We don't need to do anything else. So GI notebook, second one. So after that let's say that this schema will have some fields. So let's actually add those fields here. So fields, and the first field that we will write is the title. So title will be the title. Once again this will be the human readable title, because this one we will see it in the studio, and we need to give it a name, and this one will be the title with a smaller t. And after that we need to actually provide the type of this. So the type will be a string, and if I save okay, So these fields will be an array. Instead of these curly brackets, we need to actually provide a square brackets, as you can see. So this will be an array. So inside this array we need to actually provide object, as you can see. And if I save that, and we cannot see anything in our studio yet. To see this schema in our studio, what we need to do is actually we need to add this in our schema.js. So this is schema.js. Right now we do not have it, so let's actually import our schema in this file, and after that we can actually see it. So first of all we need to import that. So let's say that let's create a comment here, import custom schemas. And let's actually import it. So import block from we need to actually go to our documents, and here we have the block, and after that we need to actually add this in our array. As you can see that inside this array we just need to say block. So this is the block that we imported, and once we do this we rebuild the Sanity Studio, and probably we should see our first blog post. Here it is. So this is our first schema that we can see here, and if I open we can create new document for it. So let's still create new document, and if I try to create a new document in this blog post, I can see my field which we specified in our blog. So the field we specified here, this one, the title, I can see the title, and also the type of this field is a string. So that's how we need to actually create this. So let's also add other fields in this block schema. So the second one that we need is slug. So we need to actually create a slug. So for that, let's actually create a new object here, and let's say that the title, so this will be the human readable title, so a slug. And after that we need to actually give it a name, and let's say that slug with a small s, and type. So here in Sanity we already have a type slug, so we do not need to worry for that. And if I save that, now if I save that, it will reveal once again. So I can see my slug field here, which is fine, and I can provide my slug. So now inside this field actually we can provide an option property as well. So this option depends on your field type. So in this our slug field we have some option. So this option something like source. So source will be, let's say that I want to generate this slug from the title. So that's what also something we definitely want, because we want to generate our slug from the title of this blog post. And also let's say that max length will be the 96, and if I save that, and it will reveal the Sanity Studio, and we should see some changes here. So now we can see the generate button here, which is really awesome. Now if I have a title in our blog post, let's say that this is a demo post, and after that I wanna generate my slug, I can actually click this and it will generate my slug automatically based on our title. So that's what we said here, and also we said the max length will be the 96. So really awesome thing that we have. And after that, let's also add another field here. Let's say that this one will be the title, publish it, and also name will be the published at. So after that, let's say that the type, so we have a type of datetime that we can use, and that's it. If I save, I should see my datetime field here. Awesome. As you can see that published at, we can see my date time, and if I open my calendar from here, I can set my current time, or I can choose any kind of a specific time, as you can see here. So really awesome. So after that, let's actually try to create an image here. So let's actually try to create an image. So for our image, we can actually say, first of all, the title. Let's say that image, or let's name it cover image. And here name will be the cover image, and also here the type, we need to specify the type, and we have a type for the image which is the image type. And we also have option for here. So for image, a specific option we have which is the hotspot. So hotspot will be the true. So I will show you what this hotspot is. This is really interesting thing, this hotspot. And if I actually save this, we should see the new image field here. So I can see my new image field which have a title cover image, and I can add a image here. So once I add an image, I should see my new image here. So here it is, I can see the image. So with this option hotspot true, what we can do now is we can actually open it, and we can say no matter what is the size of this photo, what we want is we want this logo always visible. So whatever the size will be, it will always keep this logo in the center and visible. So as you can see that in all the sizes we have here, this logo is visible. So you can do anything. You can say that if you have anything in the corner, you can actually move this circle and you can resize it as you wish, and it will be visible in all devices, as you can see. So this corner is now visible in all kind of sizes. So this is really interesting thing that we have in Sanity, this hotspot. And you can actually mark your specific point of the image, and it will be visible in all sizes of the image. So really interesting thing. So that's how we can actually add an image here. So let's also create other schema. So after that, in our document, let's also create a author.js. So this will be for our author. So let's create our author schema. So in author schema, first of all, export default. We need to, so the first property for this schema will be the title, and let's say that it will be author, and after that the name, so author, and here the type. So this will be a document. So this document type will be for our schema that we can see here. So once we have this document, what you need to do is you need to add some icon. So let's also add icon, import md person. So this will be from our React icon. So React icon /md. So now we can use this md icon, and let's also add some, md person, and let's say that fields will be the first field. This will be an array. I did the same mistake before, and here will be inside this first field we can say that the name will be, let's say that the name will be name, and also give it a title will be the name, and here the type will be string. So basically this will be the name of the author. And let's also see this, and to see it in our studio, what I need to do is I need to add it in our schema.js. So in our schema.js, first of all, import this, import author from ./document/author. So we need to add this inside this array, so author, and once we do, it will reveal the whole studio, and we should see the, yeah, if I open this content right now, I can see two kind of I can see two kind of document that we have here. We added in our schema. So the first one is the blog post and with the icon from the blog post, and also the second one is the author with the icon that we have from our React icons. So if I try to create a new author here, I can see the name property, the name field. Here it is with the title name, and we need to do the same thing. We need to actually add this slug, so we can actually copy this slug field that we have in our blog. So copy this and we can actually paste it here for our second field. And if I save it, it will not work because the source is title. Right now we don't have any kind of title. What we have is we have the name, and that's what we want to use for the slug. So name, and if I save studio, and we should see it is working. So name will be, let's say, the Shaif Arfan, and if I want to generate the slug, I can click it. It will generate the slug from the name. Awesome. So after that, what we want is we want to create a profile picture, right? So but if I go to my blog post, because this is where we already have a image field, so this image field, so this image, as you can see that instead of having this image right this way, what I will do, actually I will create a custom image instead of having this one. So let's actually remove this image field. So it will remove this image field, and let's actually create our custom image. So to create a custom image, let's actually create a folder in our schema. The name of the folder will be the objects. So inside this objects, let's create our new file, which will be the custom image.js. So here in our custom image, first thing we need to do, actually export default this object, hire the name. So name will be custom image. So really important thing we need to actually do, which is the name. This is for our internal use, and also the title will be the image, and the type will be the image, and here icon, let's say that we need to have the import md image from the React icon. So we can now say md image, and here what I need to do, actually we need to provide the option that we want to have in our image. For the option, as I said, I want to have the hotspot true. So hotspot true, and also beside that, what we want is we want to expand this image. So how we can do that? We can actually add fields in this image. So fields will be an array of object. Here I will say the first thing that I want is I want alt text. So here the title will be the alt text, and the name, let's say that alt, and the type will be the string. So beside these properties, we can actually add a validation property here. So validation. So in this validation, what we have is we have the role, and what we can do, we can actually check for our field if it is a required field or not. And if it is a required field, then what will be the error message? We can also specify this. So role.error. So on error, what we want to do, we can say alt text cannot be empty. So we need to actually move to double quotes because we use this single quote inside this string. So once we have this double quote, it will be fine. And on error, we specified this text, and now what we need to do is we need to specify the what will be the error. So we need to actually check for the required. So if it is required, then we need to actually specify any alt text for this image. If we do not have the alt text, we will see this we will see this error message. So really fine. And beside that, we also have an option where we can say that is highlighted, will be the true. So if I save that, let's actually delete this demo post. We can delete this demo post from here. And before we create our new post, what I need to do is actually, let's try this custom image in our blog post. So in our blog post, now we can add this custom image. So let's come here in our blog post and open or create a new field. So for the new field, the title will be the cover image. Let's make it capital C, capital I, and the name. So name will be the cover image, and also the type. So here in the type, whenever we will now specify the type, instead of image, I wanna specify the type custom image. So that's the name of our custom image object. So we can say custom image, and if I save, I will not see it yet because we need to actually add this custom image in our schema.js. So here in our schema.js, let's actually add another comment where I will say import custom objects. So here in our custom objects, I can now import this custom image from the object custom image, and now I can actually add this in our schema types. So right now this custom image is not valid, so to make it valid we need to add it in this array. So we can say custom image, and once we do, it should be fine. We can now use this custom image as an type here, custom image, and we can see it. We can see our custom image, and if you see here, this custom image have a title, cover, and also we have this image that we already saw, and beside that we have our alt text, which is after this cover image, as you can see. And we can see what we added here is we added some validation, and also is highlighted true. That's how you can see it directly after this image. And also let's check this validation is working or not. I can see it is giving me an error. So because we are not having any kind of alt text, and if I hover this error icon or alert icon, I can see my error message, which is the alt text cannot be empty. And if I provide an alt text here, so this is demo, and I can see the error is gone here because we have an alt text here. Awesome. So now we have our custom image here. Okay, I can see my hotspot is not here. Okay, the reason for that is we made a mistake here. So in our custom image, whenever we declared this option, it is not option, it should be options. So it will be options, and if I now save, I should see the hotspot option here, and I can see my hotspot option here. Awesome. So the next thing that I want to do, actually I want to add a preview for this document. So right now let's actually have some, this is demo post, and slug we can generate, and let's say that the current time will be the publish date, and that's it. So that's what we have for our this document, and I can publish it. So once you publish, you can see a preview of this whole document here. This will be the list of your blog post. You will find all the blog posts here. So we can see the first one, which is our this current blog post. So it is having a preview. Right now the preview is only the text, which is the title, so, but we can actually customize this preview. So let's also do that. So in our blog, we can actually create a preview property. So after the fields, so the fields end here, and after that we can say that preview. So here inside the preview, in preview, first of all we need to select the fields that we want to show. So select here. Inside that, let's say that I wanna show the image first of all. Here image, and the image I want to show is the cover image. So cover image. So see how whenever we wanna select anything from our field, we are using the name, not the title. So make sure about that. So the image will be the cover image, the title will be the title, and also let's say that published date will be the published date. So now we selected all these three fields that we wanna use in our preview. Now what I need to do is I need to add this second property, which is the Prettier. So Prettier, so here inside the Prettier, it is a function, so we directly can actually write this way. So inside the function we will have the props. So in our props we will have all the selected field that we have here. So now directly from this prop we can destructure all the selected field by the name or by the key that we specified here. So I can say image, the title, and also the published date. Awesome. And now after that we need to actually return an object here. So in this object we need to specify the title. So for the title means this one, we wanna use the title that we have here from the prop. And after that if I save, so whenever the key and the value is the same here in object, you directly can specify it once and it will be fine. So I can see my my title here, and also an icon for the blog post, which is the blog post default icon. And let's see that let's say for the image I want to use my cover image. So let's say that the media for this preview will be the image that we have, and if I save, I can see the media, which is this image, which is our cover image. And after that we can add a subtitle. So subtitle, so for the subtitle I want to add this published at means this date. So for that I can directly say published at. Once it is reloaded, I can see my my published at subtitle, but it is not what we want because it is not readable. We want a formatted date time here. So let's actually format this. So what we can do here, we can check if we have a published date here, we can format this date. So for the format we already have a package, which is the date.fns. If I open my package.json for the studio, I can see date.fns, as you can see. So with this package we can actually format this. So format, this function will be from our date.fns. If I come here, so let's say that date.fns. So format from date.fns, and now inside this format we can say new date, and inside this date we can provide our published at, which is coming from our prop. So published at. So now we need to specify how we want to actually format this date. So I will do it like this. So dd, so once I do like that, and also we need to do the else part here, because we are using ternary operator. Right now we are saying that if it is true, we will format that, but what if it is not true? So we will say that if we do not have any kind of published at, it will be empty. So if I save that, and it will reveal the studio, and I can see my formatted date time here, which is looking really nice, as you can see. So now we have our custom preview for this document, and it is looking good. So that's it, I think, for this video. I will see you in the next video.